Okay, well, so first of all, let's have a look at this picture. Let's talk about it. So first of all, as you can see, this is the water cycle. So can you briefly talk about it? So what it is, what happens to water. So can you briefly talk about it? Of course, I will help you. Don't worry.
Yeah, the water cycle that I studied when I was a child.
Great.
And
Okay.
no weather, no life, no blue, no green. Yeah, it's water is very important in our life. And if we don't have raining, if we don't have rain, um, I don't. I think this the life is very difficult
Yeah.
and different.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
And impossible.
water is a potential essential thing in the world, in our life.
Yeah, of
And
course.
I, we, I, I'm grateful um, when we have clean water to use every day.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah, as you said, it's like, so if you want to talk about this picture, as you can see, it's like, that water from ocean, lakes, and rivers, of course, is heated by the sun. And the problem is here, so we're going to talk about it. By the sun, it turns into water vapor. So, of course, rising into atmosphere. Then we have water from plants and trees. So again, is released as water vapor into atmosphere. And we have snow, so we have different actually sources like snow, plants, and water from rivers. And this water vapor cools again, they change back into liquid droplets and forming cloud in the sky, and clouds move across. So we have different steps. So that is actually a circle to make water. But the problem is here, actually, as you can see. So do you think water, clean water, potable water will be really important issue in the world, maybe in the future?
Yes, we
Yeah,
are out in the um, dangerous
yeah,
um, when we are running out of the clean water in some regions in the world.
yeah, of course. So you mean we will be under the threat, really
Under threat,
important, of
yes.
course, yeah. So be under the threat, just let me write it here. Okay.
Under the threat.
Yeah, of course. Under the threat of something. It can be anything. And I think here, lack of water can be a really important issue. So we are running out of clean water. Just first of all, let's talk about this word, run out. This one is really good one, and you can use it for everything that can be used, can be consumed. For example, like, run out of time. So it will be finished. It will finish one day. Or for example, run. It means we don't have enough time. So run out of water. So we won't have it anymore. So it will finish one day. Or for example, we run out of energy. So everything that can be, for example, used
Run
and
out.
it, yeah, of course, run out. It can finish, or for example, we don't have enough of it, like, for example, time. Okay, I think that I'm running out of time, so it's like, there is no time. Well, so you can use it for different words, not only about water. And yeah, of course, we are running out of clean water. But why? What's the reason? Why Do you think we are running out of water? And of course, energy, not only water.
Yes, because we overuse it.
Very good, of course. Overuse. Yeah, of course, that is the most important problem. Yeah.
And the weather change.
Of course. Climate change, global
Climate
warming.
change. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Global warming and climate change. Okay, well, and the first word of this session, scarcity, lack. If I want to give you, yeah, of course, if I want to give you a good synonym, I say lack. The scarcity of job opportunities leads to the increase in the unemployment rate in big cities. So, yeah, lack, or we can say insufficiency when something is not enough. So another word, so let me give you these synonyms.
Scarcity of job opportunity leads to the increase in the employment rate in the city. Lack or insufficiency.
Yeah, of course, insufficiency. Sufficient, you know, means enough. That is adjective. Here we have noun, sufficiency, and insufficiency. That is negative. Lack of something when something is not enough. Lack or insufficiency is scarcity.
A situation in which something is not easy to find or get.
Yeah.
Which?
Of course.
Yeah.
So do you have actually this problem in your big cities, like in your country, the lack of job positions?
Yes.
Yeah.
The scarcities of job opportunity. No, I don't think we lack of job opportunity. We have a lot of job.
Of course. It's like, you know, nowadays,
but
it depends. Yeah.
it depends.
So you say, I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
I think in the city we have a lot of jobs. But maybe the people are not suitable with that job, or uh, they don't like the job, those jobs.
Of course.
Mm, mm, or their health is not good enough to do that job.
Yeah. Of course. Of course. Well, so here, just let me give you some examples, because actually you can use this word in different sentences. So first, let me talk about the first one. For example, in times of scarcity, for example, some animals will travel, for example, great distance to find food, in search of food. So this is the first one. Scarcity can be used. So it means when there is no food, they need to go somewhere else to find, whether it's great distance. Or another one that I can, for example, the job, I don't know, was made more difficult due to, for example, scarcity of data. So again, lack of. So, or for example, there is scarcity of food in some actually parts in the world, in some countries, so scarcity. So you can use it in different, not only about job. So you can use it in different sentences. That means lack.
Yeah, I agree with you that there is scarcity of food
Of course.
and the scarcity of water, clean water,
Of course.
and scarcity of energy.
Of course. Energy, of course. That is really important. So house, accommodation, and we can say living condition, food, water. So especially in Africa. So we know that unfortunately people live in a really difficult condition. So with lack of everything, we can say. So money, position, food, water, the most important.
Yes,
Well, yeah, you say before
and
we.
and there is scarcity of land to for accommodation and for growing plants. Uh,
To accommodate, just accommodation is noun. To accommodate is the verb, is accommodate.
accommodate to
Yeah.
accommodate. Yes.
And the second one, accessible. So as you can see, able to be used, reached or used. So accessible, able to be used, or able to be reached or easily get. In order to encourage people to read more books, the library should be accessible to all readers. It means people easily reach and use. So,
In order to encourage people to read more books, it should be accessible to different. Yeah.
yeah,
In order to encourage people to read more books, the library should be accessible to all readers.
of course, of
Should be
course.
accessible.
For example, some places, for example, every place or each place should be fully accessible to people with disabilities, people who can't walk. So we can say that I think every public place, so every public place should be fully accessible to people with disabilities. So this is one example. For example, wheelchair building with wheelchair, I don't know. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. And so this is the meaning of word and the user. For example, our building is wheelchair accessible. So, yeah. Or for example, the shopping mall is accessible from the highway. So another example, the meaning of, it's really good and accessible book. So you can find it everywhere. So you can easily buy and read it. So different uses, it's really easy to use it. So everything that can be used, enter, and being able to reach, we can use as accessible. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
I'm trying to make a sentence with this, but
of course. So think, now I give you some alternatives, you think, and then at the end of the list of words, you can make sentences using them. Just think about them,
yes,
of
yes.
course. So just let me write one other one on the board. So for example, every public place should be fully accessible with, to people with disabilities. This is another example. And sustain. So what is this one? To cause or allow something continue for a period of time. I say to support something. So sustain, to support something or keep it going. So to support something or keep it going. Continue. Keep going means continue. People are afraid that the agriculture will soon fail to sustain the food demand of the world's growing population. Of course, it can support maybe. We need to find another way. For example, if you get hungry, I don't know, in the midday, you might try, for example, snacking. I don't know, eat something to sustain your energy. So this is really important. So sustain means to support, to help something keep going. Yeah.
Support.
For example, if you sustain a conversation, over the course of hours, for some hours, it means you keep it going during the time. I can sustain our conversation over 3 hours. It means I can support, I can keep it going. So you can sustain a conversation. So, okay. Sustain. If you get hungry, you try some snacks to sustain your energy.
People are afraid of the agriculture will soon fail to sustain the food demand of the world growing population. Sustain. If you get hungry in the midday,
For example, before going to the gym, definitely eat something sugary, or for example, eat something to sustain your energy to work out. So, or we can sustain. Okay, oh, I can't type. What is this? Oh, what happened to? Okay, so we can sustain, for example, a conversation for example, 3 hours. We can keep going, talk and talk. So this is a use of it. And the next one, a bit difficult word. Yeah, replenish is really easy. I'm just joking. To fill something up again, replenish. To make full or complete again, to fill again. So to make full or complete again. Due to the increasing demands, tea and coffee needs replenishing immediately. Again, fill again. So, for example, you replenish, I don't know, stock of food. Again, full, or for example, again, full it. Wow, so this is another one. And for example, maybe a lot of, I don't know, a large amount of cereal, a large amount of food needed to replenish stocks, for example. So, yeah, for example, mini bars at hotels. I think they need to be replenished every day. So they need to be checked and replenished. Mini bars at hotels. So, checked and replenished every day. To be sure that they're full. Okay. And another one, that is deplete. So what is this one? To reduce, like opposite of replenish. Deplete, to reduce something, reduce in amount. So intensive fishing activities. Yeah, could you read this one, please?
Yeah. Deplete, to reduce something in size or amount, especially supplies of energy and money. Intensive fishing activities are depleting fish stock in the central province of Vietnam. Intensive fishing activities are depleting fish stock in the central province of Vietnam.
Yeah. So of course it means so a lot of great intensive fishing activities. So actually I watched a video on YouTube and I saw that, you know, a part of the ocean was totally empty after fishing. I don't know what country, maybe China. I'm not sure about it, just, you know, because I watched a video and I'm not sure which country was that. But yeah, I saw that, you know, they were fishing large amount, of course. So I'm talking about this industry, food industry. So after that, actually that part of the ocean was totally empty without any creatures. So it was really dangerous, I think scary. So do you have this problem? So in central provinces of Vietnam, so do you have intensive fishing?
This plan is fishing. Maybe in Vietnam, where because we do the we fishing a lot.
Yeah.
So we run out fish in the ocean, and the government should have a discipline, for example, to letting the fish.
They need to set some rules or policies. They need to set some rules or policies in order to avoid intensive fishing activities.
Yes. When I go to the sea, and I watch the fishermen do their fishing activity in the early morning.
Yeah.
And I saw the very day they catch, they fish small fish, very small fish,
Of course.
small crabs, small shrimp.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I think it's too small. They are too small to fish. Of course. And I think that they are maybe the fish is running out, so they.
Okay, so let's maybe the lack of here run out of fish. Yeah, it's okay, of course. So it's okay. So first of all, let me say, but we will, we will run out of something. So
we
yeah,
will run out
use of course. So we will, someone run out of something. So this way you can use it. Okay, for example, well, yeah, you can say, for example, we will run out of, yeah, fish food, but so this one, run out of food. So this one you can see. Okay, but yeah. And actually not only this, so for example, we can say that logging industry, just about your sentence, you said, when I go to the beach, so I see fishermen are doing fishing activities. Activities, no, just fishing. Okay, here we are talking about actually a general activity. Because of this, we say fishing activity. But for fishing, fishing is fishing. So for example, I can go fishing. So but about industry, for example, logging, cutting down the trees. Cutting down trees is logging. Logging activities, fishing activities, they can be really dangerous, threatening, because these activities deplete our natural resources. So mining, logging, fishing, so all them, they easily deplete our natural resources. So you can use it this way.
Yes.
Okay, well, let's keep going. And okay, now think and make some sentences.
Scarcity.
Scarcity, of course.
Scarcity, lack or insufficiency. There some animal lives. Some animal fights scared. Let me reply the phone.
Of course.
Answer the phone.
Yes,
Yeah,
of course.
Hello? Hello? Yeah. À, ừ. Chị có nhưng mà phải 10 giờ để em đợi được không? À, em quay lại nha. Lúc này em quay lại nha. À, 10, 10 giờ 5, 10 giờ 5, 10 giờ 10 nhé. Ok, cảm ơn em. Okay, car
Okay.
speaking.
Well, so if you want to use mean, you can use, if you want, of course you can use the verb, but the verb for scarcity is become scarce. So let me write. So if you want, and then I will tell you how. So to become scarce is actually the verb. For example, I don't know, some fossil fuel, okay, had become, for example, had become increasingly scarce. So this way you can use it. If you want, become scarce is the word. Yeah.
Forcing uh, mm, you just say that fossil what fossils is
Fossil
become
fuel,
scarce.
I said fossil fuel, energy, resource,
Uh,
fossil
yeah,
fuel. Yeah. And for
fossil.
example, you can say food, I don't know, is getting, for example, scarce during the drought, winter, lack. So you can use it. Get or become, both of them are usable. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Food is getting scared.
Scarce, scarce is
Scarce.
definitely different.
Scarce.
Scarce.
Scarce. Scarce. Scarce.
Scarce.
Food is getting scarce due to the drought.
Drought.
And the first, clean water has become scarce in the world, in
Of course.
some regions of the world. Um, as
What's yours?
scarcity, the scarcity of food in some regions um, make uh, make a serious problems.
Cause.
Cause
Serious. Cause.
cause
Make.
cause
Yeah.
cause serious problems for the world,
Very good.
in the
In the
world,
world,
yeah,
of course.
in
Very
the
good.
world.
Very good. Scarcity of potable or drinkable or clean water. Yeah, of course, very good. Cost. Really, for example, serious problems in the world. That's really good. And accessible.
Acceptable, um, easy to get, acceptable, able to be used, able to reach,
For example,
or easy.
internet is
Oh, yeah.
accessible everywhere now in the world. So you
Mm,
can easily, yeah, have access.
mm, um, people, uh, the we put the we supplied many bottles of water uh, on the way where for everyone can be accessible to take um, in the sunny day. In the sunny day.
Okay, okay. Well, again. So everyone here, you need to use access if you want. Everyone access water. So but this is verb. So okay, so you try to supply, for example, water so that it can be accessible, okay, to everyone. Water can be accessible to everyone. So it means everyone has. So yeah.
I mean
So
that in the sunny day in Vietnam, we put a lot of water on the street for
oh, that's
everyone.
really good. So, of
Yeah,
course, so water is accessible to everyone. So everyone can easily access. So I want to say that
access.
if,
Yeah,
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 of
yeah.
course. Yeah.
Um,
Oh, that's really
water
good.
is water is accessible for everyone.
To everyone. Yeah, of course.
To everyone.
Very good. Accessible, yeah.
Sustains.
Sustain.
Sustain. Um, I have to I have to turn my phone off to sustain my concentrate. Uh,
To sustain.
um,
Because you don't need it here. You don't need to concentrate, of course. Yeah. So I turn my phone off just to concentrate. So it's okay. So sustain is
concentrate.
extra.
Yeah,
Yeah.
extra.
Yeah. We have sustainable energy, you know, sustainable energy that can be actually produced again. So wind, sustainable. So instead of our natural okay resources, we can use sustainable energy in order to save natural resources, like for example gas. One day we will run out of gas. One day we will run out of, for example, I don't know, water. But sun, no. So we can use sun because sun is sustainable. Sun energy is sustainable. We can have it again and again. Like for example, when we have solar panels to something like generate electricity, to produce electricity. So of course it's really easy every day, sunny day. Sun is actually for always, you know, forever we have it. So that is sustainable. So it can be supported. So you can use it this way. Sustainable
Sustainable
resources, yeah, of course, or
resources.
energy. This one is adjective. Wow.
Uh, After play in badminton, I drink a lot of water to sustain my energy.
Of course, that's perfect. Yeah, very good. Yeah,
Mhm.
of course. Well, and replenish.
Replenish. Um, uh, the stocks we ran out of the we are running out of the clothes in our stock. So we have to replenish it immediately. Immediately.
Immediately. Just, that was really good. Just let me give you, actually, let me raise this. Okay, okay, first. We are running out of something, for example, a fish, or we run out of something like fish. So what's the difference? So here, normally we say we ran, okay? We ran, okay? If you say we ran out of fish, it means it's done, finished. So we have no more fish. If we are running out of fish, it means we are actually in process of step by step. So we can say in near future, we won't have any fish. So this is a difference between we ran out of clothes, so we need to replenish the stock immediately as soon as possible. So this way you can use ran out, because when you say we run out is something like, it's not really clear. We will run out, or we ran out, or we are running out. So you can use one of them. Depends on your sentence. Yeah. And deplete, the last one.
We ran out of money.
Of course. Of course. I do agree. It's so, and it's so bad, I think one of the biggest problems in the world is lack of money.
Lack of money.
Okay. So, I have lots of good plans in one of my friends always says that, I have a lot of brilliant plans in my mind, in my brain, but I don't have money. So it's like, just I want to travel somewhere. I want to do something right. Yeah.
I don't have money. Yeah. And deplete. Deplete. Use by overusing the natural resources. We are depleting the
Non
by using
we are depleting.
We are depleting the natural resources.
So we are, yeah, of course, you were right. By overusing, by depleting our natural resources, actually, we are depleting our non-renewable. We can't make it non-renewable like gas. One day finished, non-renewable resources or natural resources. But sustainable is renewable. We can make it again. Sustainable is renewable. So we can make it again and again. Like generating electricity from sunlight. So it's renewable. But gas, water, they are non-renewable. One day will finish.
So by overusing, we are depleting the non-renewable resources.
Perfect. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and any questions related to these words?
No question, thank you.
Okay, well, so watch the video below and let's see what is this. Okay. Okay. I think this one. Let me share. I think this one is.
From space, our planet appears to be more ocean than Earth. But despite the water covering 71% of the planet's surface, more than half the world's population endures extreme water scarcity for at least 1 month a year. And current estimates predict that by 2040, up to 20 more countries could be experiencing water shortages. Taken together, these bleak statistics raise a startling question. Are we running out of clean water? Well, yes and no. At a planetary scale, Earth can't run out of fresh water, thanks to the water cycle, a system that continuously produces and recycles water, morphing it from vapor to liquid to ice as it circulates around the globe. So this isn't really a question of how much water there is, but of how much of it is accessible to us. 97% of Earth's liquid is salt water, too loaded with minerals for humans to drink or use in agriculture. Of the remaining 3% of potentially usable fresh water, more than 2/3 is frozen in ice caps and glaciers. That leaves less than 1% available for sustaining all life on Earth, spread across our planet in rivers, lakes, underground aquifers, ground ice, and permafrost. It's these sources of water that are being rapidly depleted by humans, but slowly replenished by rain and snowfall. And this limited supply isn't distributed evenly around the globe. Diverse climates and geography provide some regions with more rainfall and natural water sources, while other areas have geographic features that make transporting water much more difficult. And supplying the infrastructure and energy it would take to move water across these regions is extremely expensive. In many of these water-poor areas, as well as some with greater access to water, humanity is guzzling up the local water supply faster than it can be replenished. And when more quickly renewed sources can't meet the demand, we start pumping it out of our finite underground reserves. Of Earth's 37 major underground reservoirs, 21 are on track to be irreversibly emptied. So while it's true that our planet isn't actually losing water, we are depleting the water sources we rely on at an unsustainable pace. This might seem surprising. After all, on average, people only drink about 2 liters of water a day. But water plays a hidden role in our daily lives, and in that same 24 hours, most people will actually consume an estimated 3,000 liters of water. In fact, household water, which we use to drink, cook, and clean, accounts for only 3.6% of humanity's water consumption. Another 4.4% goes to the wide range of factories which make the products we buy each day. But the remaining 92% of our water consumption is all spent on a single industry: agriculture. Our farms drain the equivalent of 3.3 billion Olympic-sized swimming pools every year. All of it swallowed up by crops and livestock to feed Earth's growing population. Agriculture currently covers 37% of Earth's land area, posing the biggest threat to our regional water supplies. And yet, it's also a necessity. So how do we limit agriculture's thirst while still feeding those who rely on it? Farmers are already finding ingenious ways to reduce their impact, like using special irrigation techniques to grow more crop per drop and breeding new crops that are less thirsty. Other industries are following suit, adopting production processes that reuse and recycle water. On a personal level, reducing food waste is the first step to reducing water use, since 1/3 of the food that leaves farms is currently wasted or thrown away. You might also want to consider eating less water-intensive foods like shelled nuts and red meat. Adopting a vegetarian lifestyle could reduce up to 1/3 of your water footprint. Our planet may never run out of water, but it doesn't have to for individuals to go thirsty. Solving this local problem requires a global solution, and small day-to-day decisions can affect reservoirs around the world. So where will these global solutions come from, and how can we humans, famously set in our ways, make sure these changes stick? Lucky for us, a generation of young people is already committed to a cleaner, greener future, and many of them are sharing their innovative ideas through TED-Ed's Student Voice program. If you're under 18 and think you might have an idea worth sharing, sign up to gain access to our free curriculum. and learn how to fine-tune your idea and share it with the world.
Well, so let's talk about
a big problem, huh?
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so let me share my screen again. Okay. Okay, so so what is the major use of water? Do you remember? So according to the widows, like, domestic purposes like drinking, or I don't know, house, like, everything that you do at home, or agricultural industry. So which one?
Yeah. The major use of the water is cooking, washing, drinking, bathing.
Oh, I think more for agriculture, according to the widow. So I think was the percentage was higher than domestic purpose.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The major use of the water in the video
Yeah, of
is
course, of
that
course.
agriculture and industrial purpose.
Yeah, of course, industrial. First agriculture, then industrial, and after that, domestic purpose, like, I don't know, just at home for cooking, drinking. So,
Yeah.
and okay, what factors make it difficult? Could you read, please?
What factor make it difficult for people in many regions to get access to clean water?
Again, according to the widow, so it was.
Why didn't
It's okay. It's
I
normal. It's okay. It's
I
okay.
didn't get it.
No worries. So I will send the video. You can actually watch it again. So don't worry. It's the geographical features.
Oh,
So yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. So for example, remote areas, or I don't know, it's like we in some areas they don't get any water, or maybe really rarely, just, for example, once in a blue moon, so maybe once a year. So because of this desert, so we have a lot of desert, so, and we have poles, north and south, remote areas and places. So of course it's so cold, so there is no way, it's not so potable water. So geographical features can cause lack of clean water.
Feature.
Yeah. Remote areas, highland areas, so it depends. And is it important to conserve water? Why?
Yes, very important. Because water is accessible things for our life, for everyone, for everything. We need to use every day.
Yeah, of course. So first for future. So it's really important to save it for future, and so that one day we won't run out of water, so especially drinkable. So as we watched in the video, most water that we have on earth is not drinkable. So it's, that salty, so it's not good water for example, agriculture, for drinking. So actually, it's like extra we have. So according to the video, so from space, our planet is totally blue because we can say that the the most part of the earth is covered, is actually surrounded by water, but this water is not drinkable. So we have limited drinkable resources, so we need to save them. So.
Yes.
And the last one, what are the possible threats to the source of clean water?
What are the possible threats to the source of clean water?